My name's Desiree. We're at the Australian Wine Research Institute, and my role is a sensory scientist in the sensory team here. We pretty much deal with the final product of the wine, so we do everything from appearance, smell, taste, textures. We get wines sent in from either commercial clients or research wines, and we're doing the final product testing to describe all the different attributes in the wines. So a big part of my job is just using my senses and linking it to, memories and my vocabulary to be able to describe, that's red fruit, that's oaky, that tastes sour versus sweet. So I guess that's the main part of sensory, is your own senses really, and applying it to your product, which in our case is wine. I've got a science background, so I studied the Bachelor of Science at uni. I majored in biochemistry and microbiology. I liked science, but I didn't know what I wanted to do specifically. Thought pathology, kind of lab-based jobs was it. Just so happens a job opened up here. I heard about it from a family friend actually. I applied, it was just a casual role. I got it. I was here for a year, kind of an extra pair of hands helping. I loved it, and then a full-time position eventually opened up, and I've been here ever since. I just had no idea a job like this even existed. I think all through high school you get told, when you do science, these are the kind of pathways, and it is always very lab research based, microbiology, health based. That's kind of where I was heading. I wasn't loving any of those options. I wish I had known earlier that something like this existed. It's incredible how many different work options there are in this field. I guess when I started, I was the youngest person in the whole organisation by quite a long way, which was a bit daunting to begin with because there was no one, my age that I could just bond with over going out or weekend plans that you have. Everyone had, families. But yeah, then a lot more younger people started to get hired, and now there's so many here, which is really good to see. Maths would be one of them. The main one would be, I don't want to say necessarily English, but just writing in general. It's a big advantage if you can write clearly, concisely, so when it has to get edited, minor edits have to be made instead of the whole report has to be changed. So I'd say those are the main ones, other than just the science kind of courses. But even still, I didn't do biology at all in high school, and I ended up majoring in it at uni, so you can always learn things. In my role, because we deal quite a bit with people, communication skills are very important. So we're 50% lab-based and 50% dealing with people every day, whether it's through emails or running a panel. You've got to be able to communicate with a range of people, and we have people who don't really speak English as their first language, so if you're not very good at explaining a topic, it could be very hard for them to understand what's going on as well.
Did you just want the whole? Oh, yes,
there are a lot of people who are here from overseas, so I guess there's a big multicultural base here. So we've got a lot of people from Spain, Italy, Canada. So you get to learn a lot about different cultures. At the moment we have someone from Germany who's here for 6 weeks, and it's not uncommon that we get, those kind of shorter placements as well. So it's really fun. I think it's a good option for someone who, might have an interest in science, for example. Maybe someone who is more of a people person who, like myself, I don't think I could just stay in a lab all day doing that kind of work. I think I'd get very bored. So I would say maybe someone who's interested in a science career that's kind of a mix of talking and interacting with people, and also it's very lab-based. You still write reports, you do data analysis as well. So I'd say it's a very 50-50 split kind of job, which is why I like it. So I think other people who, maybe a bit more social as well as very smart, they would love it too. It's enjoyable, learning, there's a lot of learning. Overall, it's not one word, but good environment. It can be hyphenated to make it one word.